So I cannot go live until tomorrow. Well, up to 24 hours, but this hair is not gonna wait for 24 hours. So I'm just gonna hop on here, do a quick video to go a little bit more in depth of my LCO method that I do use. I use this glycerin. It's a big bottle. It's been lasting me for a long time. Also, I use my leave-in conditioner. This right now is what I'm using. I got it at my little local beauty supply store. And then I seal it all in with oil. And this just works for me. And my hair does have a problem. I won't say problem, but it is slow to absorb moisture. So that's why I like the glycerin. Put it on there. And it kind of helps absorb. And glycerin is actually in a lot of hair products already. So, and this is just what works for me and my 4C hair. And I just work it in there really good. Again, a dime size goes a long way. A dime per section, okay? Not like a dime over the whole head, because we wouldn't get far with this. And I do like to finger detangle as much as I can. This was in 2-strand twists, which I will admit I left them in there for a couple of weeks too long. And so now I'm dealing with that. I might even comb it out. And I do rarely comb it, but when I do, don't mind that. I use this comb. It's a wooden, it's solid, and it actually has some give to it, like when I'm combing it out. But for now, I am going to apply all my products, lock it in, and then just clip them up while it kind of just soaks it up. And because I'm getting ready to go back in and do a protective style again, because it is winter and the air out here is crispy, windy, crispy, cold, and the moisture is not there. So I'm trying to protect my hair. In my little intro video, the little 60 seconds, it did say that I had cut it. I could not give my money away for somebody to come and do my hair. It was sad. And at that time, okay, oil. Oops, I'm just dripped. But at that time, it was somewhere between bra strap length and mid back length. Like, it was down there. And I was sending pictures to salons in my area, and I'm like, hey, this is what I'm working with. And they're like, yeah, we could do it. But then when it came time to book, they were like, yeah, no, we're not going to book you. And it was just like, I can't even pay somebody to come and do my hair, or for me to go to the salon and do it. So life, of course, was lifing, and I couldn't keep up with the maintenance of it because, as you can see, like, it's thick. She thick, okay? So I did what I could do, and that was get a fade. And it was so cute. I loved it. Shout out to D down there, Platinum Cuts. He hooked me up. He kept me hooked up until I moved out of the city. And I wore that fade for a good 2-3 years. And then I started growing it back. And why would it act right when I was growing it back, you know? So when I was growing it back, it decided to fall out. Like, fall out. So I went back to cuts and went to see a doctor because my hair was not doing what it was supposed to be doing. And it turned out that I was sick. I already knew I was anemic, but I didn't know it was that bad, okay? So because it was that bad, I had to, what they do? They ended up giving me some shots, and those shots helped my hair grow back eventually. But as it grew back, y'all, it grew, I don't know if we can see it on here, but if not, I'll definitely find it for another video. But the back of it, back here, it's a whole different texture. Just right there in the back where it fell out, in some places like up here in the crown area, whole different texture. And then there's some spots where it's like bone straight still. How do I have bone straight hair? And it has honestly been a challenge trying to manage bone straight hair, like pieces of it. Because when you're doing two-strand twists and your hair is coily, but then you have those few little scraggly pieces that are like, no, we're just going to be bone straight. We're just going to stick out. But you don't want to cut them because it's your hair. So I've been dealing with that. But other than that, these last few years of actually growing it back, I think 23. We just made it to 24, so Happy New Year. And in 23, I was, well, up until 23, probably about summertime. Once it got to like right here, enough for me to pull up, I was cutting it. Like I was not letting it get past. So I said, you know what, I'm just going to let it grow. I'm just going to let it deal with it. Let it do what it do. And so this has kind of been like a new learning process for me. There you go. You can see one that's pretty loose compared to the rest of it. But this has just been a learning process for me as well. Again, about healthy hair care and what works for me and the type of hair that I have. So, again, LCO method, your liquid, your cream, your oil. Some people do the liquid oil cream, but for me, the oil helps seal all the moisture in. And when it is in protective style, like two-strand twist or flat twist, I take this wonderful spray bottle, just warm water, a little bit of oil, and that leave-in conditioner, and it mixes up really, really well in there. And I spray it, and every now and again, I won't say every now and again, but like once a week, I'll go through with the oil and put it on my scalp because I don't want it to be too oily. And I've learned also that when your hair is very thick like mine, you have to blow dry it. I blow dry it on cool setting so it doesn't fry my already fragile, dry, crispy, crunchy hair. But the cool setting just helps it dry, and I just apply the heat, well, the cool setting, or low heat if I'm in a hurry, just to where the scalp is. Because I was noticing that there was buildup, and I was using all kind of dandruff shampoos thinking it was dandruff. But in all actuality, it was because the moisture that was left on my scalp, because it's so packed, the moisture couldn't dry all the way down there by the root. So I had to learn that a little heat was okay. So that's it. You can see down here where it's a different, like a looser texture. But I'll do another video on that once I'm able to go live. And so I'm going to wrap this one up. I've got one more section left, and then I'm going to get on this protective style. So to everybody who used to follow me, I don't know if you still do, because again, it has been a good 12 years. If there's anything that you guys want to know, ask questions in the comments, send them over, and I'll do my best to answer them. And happy and healthy hair journey to everybody doing this natural thing in 2024. You've got this. It is different from what we may be used to, but nonetheless, our hair is our hair and it's beautiful. So embrace it.